Dear friends, every single morning, millions of people stare at their breakfast plate wondering, does this egg cause heart attack? For decades, eggs have been treated like the villain of the breakfast table. One year they are dangerous, the next year they are a superfood, and then suddenly they are guilty again. At this point, even the egg itself is probably confused, and honestly, it may already be searching for a good attorney. So, today, as a cardiologist, I'm officially settling this debate. Are eggs your heart's best friend or its worst enemy? The answer might actually shock you. Stay right here because by the end of this video, you will never look at your breakfast the same way again. So, where did this whole eggs are dangerous theory even come from? Back in the 1960s, scientists noticed that people with higher blood cholesterol had more heart disease. They connected the dots. Eggs have cholesterol, therefore eggs are bad. Simple math, right? However, the real science is far more nuanced. And here's where it gets genuinely fascinating. Before we debunk anything, let's look at what's actually inside one egg. It has about 70 calories, which is barely anything. One egg has 6 grams of complete high quality protein, the kind your muscles actually love. It has 5 grams of unsaturated fat, which is a good fat. It also has vitamin A, vitamin D, E, B12, riboflavin, and folate. It reads like a multivitamin label, right? Egg also has iron, zinc, selenium, and choline. Choline is very important. It is critical for brain health. It also has antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which actually protects your eyes. Now, here's the critical detail. All the cholesterol, about 185 milligrams, sits entirely in the yolk. The egg white has pure protein and no cholesterol. So, an egg isn't just cholesterol in a shell. It's one of the most nutrient dense foods on the planet. But wait, doesn't all that cholesterol go straight to your arteries? Maybe the question running in your mind right now. I'm so glad you asked that question because what I'm about to tell you is the biggest myth in the breakfast history. Here's what most people don't know about eggs and cholesterol. The cholesterol you eat does not automatically become the cholesterol in your blood. Your liver is actually the boss here. It produces most of your blood cholesterol on its own. And when you eat more, your healthy liver simply makes less. It self regulates. Think of it like your body's own built in thermostat. For most people, eating eggs have very little effect on the LDL, which is the bad cholesterol. So, what does raise the LDL? Is the saturated fat, the trans fat, ultra processed food, the butter slathered on your toast. That matters more than the egg on the top. Now, let me give you the numbers because this is where it gets really interesting. A major study followed over 215,000 people for up to 32 years. Result: eating up to one egg per day showed no increased risk of heart disease or stroke. Another global study of 177,000 people across 50 countries found no significant link between eating 7 eggs per week and heart disease, stroke, or death. These are not small weekend surveys. These are massive, decades long investigations. And the conclusion is clear. For most healthy adults, moderate egg intake is not linked to heart attacks. If this is clearing things up for you, hit that button and subscribe. We break down heart health topics like this every day in plain English. Now, here's the most important part, and it might be the most important thing in the entire video. It's not just about the egg, it's about the company it keeps. Picture this breakfast: 2 fried eggs in butter, 3 strips of bacon, white toast, and a sugary coffee drink with the whipped cream on the top. That meal, that breakfast, yes, that's a cardiovascular problem. Not because of the eggs, but because of everything else on that plate. Now, flip it. 2 eggs scrambled with sauteed spinach and tomatoes. A slice of whole grain toast and black coffee or green tea. Completely different health picture. same eggs, totally different risk. Your overall dietary pattern, what you eat with your eggs every day over years, that is what shapes your heart. So instead of blaming the egg, start asking yourself, what is my egg sharing a plate with? Now, I want to be more specific because as a cardiologist, I know that one size fits all advice doesn't work for heart health. Healthy adults with normal cholesterol can eat up to one whole egg per day, that is 7 eggs per week, is safe for most people. People with diagnosed heart disease can eat egg white every day, but limit your egg yolks to 3 egg yolks per week. Also, focus on the rest of your diet. Patients with diabetes or pre-diabetes or elevated bad cholesterol, again, limit your egg yolk intake to 2 to 3 yolks per week, but be liberal with your egg white. The research is clear. For most people, 1 egg per day does not cause heart attack. It is remarkably nutritious and heart safe. Focus on the full picture. Limit processed meats, saturated fats, and ultra processed foods. Add vegetables, whole grains, fruits, nuts, and legumes. And enjoy your eggs without guilt. Because your heart health is not decided by one food, it is decided by thousands of small choices you make over a lifetime. I hope this video helped you see eggs and your heart health a little more clearly today. If you have questions or want me to cover a specific topic, leave it in the comments. Also, let me know how many eggs you eat every week. Like this video if it helped. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until then, this is Dr. Joseph Gnanaraj signing off.